You know those people who are too nice? Like they'll help you move your furniture, listen to your breakup story for the 50th time, and still say, it's fine, when you forget their birthday. Yeah, that person might be you. And if it is, I've got bad news. Your kindness. It might actually be destroying you slowly. Let's talk about the dark side of kindness, the one nobody likes to admit exists. Okay, first things first. Being kind is great. The world needs it. People need it. You need it. But when your kindness turns into a habit of saying yes when you want to scream no, you're not being kind anymore. You're being scared. Scared of disappointing people. Scared of being seen as rude. Scared of losing approval. And that's not kindness, that's anxiety wearing a smile. Picture this. You're the person everyone calls when their life falls apart. They dump their drama on you like you're some kind of emotional recycling bin. But the day you need someone, everyone's suddenly busy. You tell yourself it's okay. You're strong. You don't need help. But secretly, you do. You just don't know how to ask anymore. Because your role in people's lives has become the helper, not the human. Here's a fun fact from psychology. There's something called pathological altruism. Basically, it means helping people to the point that it hurts you. It's like emotional self-sabotage disguised as generosity. You think you're being kind, but you're actually just addicted to approval. You get a tiny dopamine hit every time someone says, "Wow, you're such a good person." But over time, those hits stop feeling good and start feeling heavy. That's when compassion fatigue sneaks in. You're not just tired, you're soul tired. You start zoning out when people talk. You stop feeling joy when you help. You start to resent people for needing you. But then you feel guilty for resenting them. It's a psychological loop called the kindness trap. And trust me, once you're in it, it's hard to get out. So, why do we keep overgiving? Simple. Most of us grew up believing that being good equals being loved. Maybe you had to keep the peace in your family. Maybe you were taught that nice kids don't argue. Or maybe you just learned early that it's safer to please people than to upset them. Congratulations, you've been emotionally trained to be the peacekeeper, the fixer, the rescuer. And now as an adult, your brain still runs that same old program, even when it's killing your mental health. Here's the worst part. When you give too much, you actually attract people who take too much. Psychology calls them energy vampires. They love your warmth but give nothing back. And they'll drain you dry, then act confused when you finally set a boundary. They'll say, "You've changed." And you'll want to say, "No. I just stopped being your emotional doormat." But here's the tricky part, the guilt. The second you say no, your brain starts screaming. Oh no, they'll think you're selfish. You start over-explaining. You apologize. You write long texts to justify a simple boundary. That's not kindness, that's emotional conditioning. Real kindness doesn't need you to suffer. It needs you to be real. Let me tell you something. Healthy kindness feels calm, not draining. It feels genuine, not forced. It comes from overflow, not emptiness. When you take care of yourself first, your kindness becomes more powerful because it's not a performance anymore. It's not people-pleasing, it's authenticity. And one day, you'll hit a point where you realize you've been giving so much of yourself that you barely recognize who you are. You start to ask questions like, what do I actually want? Who checks on me? Why am I the therapist for everyone but myself? That's the awakening moment. It's uncomfortable, but it's powerful. Because that's when you start taking your energy back. Here's the good news, you can rewire your kindness. Start small. Say no once this week. Don't explain it. Don't apologize. Just say, sorry, I can't right now. You'll feel awkward at first, like you just committed a crime. But then you'll feel free. Because every time you protect your energy, you teach your brain, my peace matters too. You don't need to stop being kind. You just need to stop being available to everyone all the time. Kindness doesn't mean exhaustion. It means presence. It means giving what you want to give, not what you have to give. Stop trying to earn love through sacrifice. Start offering kindness from strength, not fear. You know what's funny? The moment you start setting boundaries, the wrong people will call you selfish. And the right people will respect you more. Because real love doesn't need you to destroy yourself to prove it. So yeah, the dark side of kindness is real. It hides behind smiles, polite texts, and "I'm fine." But you deserve more than being everyone's emotional band-aid. You deserve the kind of peace that doesn't come from fixing others, but from finally fixing the part of you that thought you had to. So next time someone says, "You've changed," just smile and say, "Yeah, I finally learned to love myself too." If this hit home, take a second to breathe. You're not broken. You're just learning balance. And honestly, that's the kindest thing you can do for yourself.